Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host, Definition, and this is the channel where they all float. The official trailer for It Chapter 2 has just been released, and the first glimpse at the film has a lot to unpack from it. There's a hell of a lot of hype around this movie, with YouTube even advertising a trailer for the trailer, so the creative team are clearly very confident with the movie. Throughout this video, I'll be breaking down everything that you need to know about the first teaser, as well as what could happen in the film. This is full spoilers ahead, so if you don't want to know anything about the movie, or what could happen going off the source material, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. With that out the way, thank you for clicking this video, I hope you enjoy it. Now let's get into my It Chapter 2 trailer breakdown.
Yes, may I help you?
I used to live here.
Won't you come in? It's the least I can do. Is it like you remember?
Cleaner.
Well, you feel free to look around while I get the water boiling.
Your hair is winter fire. January embers. My heart burns there too.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now some music. I do apologize. It gets so very hot here this time of year.
It's fine.
Well, you feel like you could just about die. But you know what they say about Derry? No one who dies here ever really dies. But tell me, how is it being back in Derry?
It's good. Strange.
Strange? Oh, my. I had some cookies in the oven before you came. Stay right there.
I shouldn't impose. I'm gonna...
No, I insist.
Your photos are lovely, Miss Kirsch. Are these your family?
My father came to this country with $14 in his pocket.
What did he do, Mrs. Kirsch?
My father joined the circus. I was always Daddy's little girl. What about you? Are you still his little girl, Beverly? Are you?
Me and the Losers Club has officially begun.
We can do this, but we have to stick together.
Hello.
From the first look at the trailer, it's pretty safe to say that this is sticking very close to the source material, with the Losers Club returning 27 years later to take down Pennywise the Clown. Since their pact in the first film, they've all went their separate ways, and the film will clearly not only tackle the danger that Pennywise presents, but also have friendships fracture over the years, with many of the characters not wishing to return to what could be their death. Mike now works as a librarian in Derry, Bill has become a best-selling horror novelist, Ben is an architect, Beverly is a fashion designer, and Richie is a late-night television comedian. Eddie still lives with his mother and runs a limo service, and Stan is a real estate broker. They've all went on to lead happy lives as Pennywise promised, except maybe Eddie. However, that doesn't mean that the oath should be forgotten, and it's pretty clear that Mike will be the one that has to bring them all together. It's clear that their childhood still haunts them, with Beverly returning to her home to reflect on her past and finding her old note. However, this isn't a happy place, and it's clear that Pennywise has been waiting for her, disguised as an old woman to lure her into a sense of safety. From here, the trailer escalates quickly, and the tone of it is absolutely terrifying. Hats off to whoever cast this old woman, cause she kills it. Around the room are old pictures, including one of Pennywise. For those who don't know, the creature landed in Derry and used this appearance to lure children to him. Pennywise is as old as the town itself, and he actually helped it to grow so that he had a constant supply of food. In the book, Pennywise is as much of the town as the town is him, and this image is a nice callback. From here we get clips of the film with the Losers Club having to return to the well in order to take him down. As the final shot shows, he is still hunting children and has a massive effect over the landscape. It's an absolutely terrifying first look, and I love how they play it as a scene, and if the atmosphere continues like this, then we're in for a real treat. Now, one of the most notable things about the film is that it will retain one of the strangest elements of the book, named the Ritual of Chud. In the original movie, this involved the Losers Club performing jokes and other abstract things to ward off Pennywise. It's extremely surreal and deals with many metaphysical concepts, but screenwriter Gary Dauberman has confirmed that it is indeed in the film. When discussing this in an interview with Cinema Blend, he stated, "The Ritual of Chud is challenging, but it's such an important component to the book that we had to address it. That stuff is difficult to balance, but because the creative team worked with each other before, when I'm writing pages and all that stuff, it becomes more of a conversation and less like, hey, here's what I did. It's sort of organic. It's really just kind of chipping away at the stone and trying to find the most focused, accessible way into some of the more metaphysical aspects of that book." I think this scene has the potential to either make or break the movie, but either way it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out on screen. I actually hope we get a bit more of the background of Pennywise in this film, as though the original teased it, I would really like to see a study on the character in this movie. Pennywise of course feasts off of fear, and this is why he's forced to go after children. Though he's a shapeshifter, the character found that upon attempting to go after adults, he found it very difficult to manifest as things that they tend to worry about, such as unpaid bills and jobs. This of course gives the Losers Club a huge advantage when facing him now, and I'd love to at least see some lip service paid to the fact that he finds it difficult scaring them when he's not in Pennywise form, as that's the main thing that they all fear now. Whilst I do think the second part of the book is weaker than the first, I hope it's reversed for this film, with it being a massive moment for horror movies. To back that up, we have a pretty solid endorsement that comes in the form of Stephen King, who this week tweeted, "Looking forward to It Chapter 2, you should be. I've seen it and it's terrific. The trailer is coming Thursday at noon, you'll float." So that's pretty much as good of an endorsement as you can get, right? Well, King has been pretty critical of some of his adaptations in the past, whilst praising others that weren't so good. I don't want to get too heavy into the whole Stanley Kubrick argument, but it's pretty public that King did not like the original Shining movie and even went on to make his own, which, yeah, didn't do well. It's probably my favourite horror of all time, if not second to John Carpenter's The Thing, so I'm definitely taking this recommendation with a pinch of salt. Saying that though, at least King has been honest in the past when he's hated a movie, so this is something to at least get excited over. Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the trailer, so make sure that you comment below and let me know, and if you enjoyed this video then please like it and make sure you check out my full trailer breakdown of this week's other big teaser, Spider-Man Homecoming, which will be linked at the end.